Okay, page 4 of our review sheet, number 10. Given two sides of a triangle that are 16 centimeters and 18 centimeters, then determine the shortest possible length and the longest possible length for the third side of the triangle. Show all work. So as soon as we're talking about sides of the triangle, I know this is triangle inequality, and I want to remember that A plus B is greater than C. So the sum of the two smaller sides is greater than C. And we have to break this up into two cases. So sort of case one, what if X is a short side, meaning it's either A or B? And then case two, what if X is a long side? Let's start with if X is a long side. If X is a let's start with if X is a short side. If X is a short side, that means 16 is also going to be a short side and 18 has to be the longest side. So we set it up as X plus 16 is greater than 18, and we'll solve for X. So X has to be greater than 2. Remember, we're working in the world of whole numbers here, so our answer is going to be 3, that X can be 3. That's the shortest possible, okay? If X is a long side, that now means 16 and 18 are the short sides. So 16 plus 18 is greater than X. So if we add those together, we're going to get 34 is greater than X. So again, living in the world of our whole numbers, X has to be less than 34, so 33. So X would have to be between 3 and 33 in order for these to form a triangle. Okay. Then we have 11. Find the missing lengths for each pair of similar shapes. We've got triangles we're being told are similar. We want to think of our corresponding sides, set up a ratio we know with corresponding sides, and create a proportion to solve for X, and then another proportion to solve for Y. The corresponding sides we do know are 10 and 25. So I'm going to do 10 over 25, where I'm doing my small triangle over my big one. Okay, so let's solve for X first. So that's in our big triangle, so that'll go on the bottom. Its corresponding side is 8. Now we just want to solve our proportion by cross multiplying, right? So 10x equals 200. Divide both sides by 10, and x is equal to 20. Okay. Now we'll solve for y. I'm going to set up a proportion again. I'll do 10 over 25 equals y over its corresponding side is 16. Oop, nope, other way. Sorry, people. Flip-flopped it. 10 over 25 is equal to 16 over y because we're doing small over big. I'll repeat that again, small over big. Let's cross multiply. That's going to be 10y is equal to 400. Divide both sides by 10, and y is equal to 40. Okay. Now, after solving for x and we see that x is 20, we might notice the relationship of the corresponding sides, that 8 times 2 is 16, so that x times 2 would be y. If you're showing that and you understand that that holds for similar shapes, we could have used that to solve for y. Number 12, our last problem. Find the measure of each angle in the triangle ABC below. Show all work. Okay, so we've got 4x plus 22, 5x minus 16, and 6x plus 24. In order to determine those angle measures, we first have to figure out what x is, and we're going to use the fact that all the angles in a triangle add up to 180, and we'll make that equation. 5x minus 16 plus 6x plus 24 plus 4x plus 22 equals 180. So combine our like terms, that's going to be 15x plus 30 equals 180. Solve for x. We get 15x equals 150, which means x is equal to 10. Then we have to figure out all our angle measures. So we've got to substitute into those expressions. 5x minus 16. So that's going to be 5 times 10 minus 16. 50 minus 16, which is going to be 34. So the measure of angle A is 34 degrees. B, 4x plus 22. Again, substitute in for x. That's going to be 40 plus 22, which is 62. Measure of angle B is 62 degrees. Okay. And then C, 6x plus 24. 6 times 10 plus 24. 60 plus 24 is 84. So we get 84 degrees. Some of you might be saying, but that triangle, it doesn't look like that's 84 degrees. That doesn't look like it's 62 degrees. That doesn't look like it's 34 degrees, right? You can't really judge it. It's not drawn to scale, okay? So we've finished the review sheet. Just because you finished the review sheet does not necessarily mean you're done studying, right? We want to be able to go back through each question and be able to answer, if I saw something similar to this on the quiz, would I know how to solve it? Would I be comfortable doing that? So that might mean you go back and you try a couple of problems. You go into the booklet, you redo some classwork problems, okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a great day.